In PDTR, we have many tools to find the weak muscle and to find where the dysfunction or the problem comes from. One option, simple option, we find a weak muscle, is to compress different areas to try to see if this compression improves the weakness of the muscles. Because compression decreases the signal of dysfunctional nociceptors. Or we can rub and see if this rubbing helps to improve the strength of the muscle. Because rubbing facilitates the muscles because decrease the signal of the mechanoreceptors. In this case, for example, we can see that he has many weak muscles. Please raise your hands. Back. This way. No. Now we can see that he has a limited range of motion to extend the arms. In this case, it's not because the extensors are weak. It's because the flexors are weak. It's because they are weak, the brain feels unsafe to increase the range of motion because he has not weak, strong muscles to hold or to protect this movement. Same with the neck. The extensors of the neck are very, very strong in the clear. Are the most or the common strong muscles. In this case, I'm going to show you that after seeing the scanning, I can test and pectoralis are weak. Relax your mouth. This is weak, and this one, this is weak. If I test the other pectoralis external, oh, this is weak in the clear, but pectoralis clavicular in this side is strong. And neck, is strong. He's faking the test. Okay. How can I find the dysfunctional receptor? Option is to rub. If I test this one, I rub these areas, I can test and it's still weak. Doesn't help. If I compress, I can test again and it's still weak. The problem is I can compress and I can rub all the body trying to find the problem because this weakness may come from the ankle, the talus, may come from muscles or ligaments around the shoulder, may come from the neck, maybe they come from brain nuclei, they may come from organs. We have many options. Then the best option is to learn how to see the visual scanning, the visual diagnosis. In this case, I'm going to show you how the face change. The change is very, very small. It's a minimal change, but it's enough to tell us where it comes from. If I test again, push very hard. You see, immediately he clenched the teeth. Because he clenched the teeth to try to improve, this is still weak, but he tried to improve this problem. Hold on. Yes? Then, how can I treat the dysfunction? Or how can I to find where is the dysfunction? If I rub this area around the hyoid, then this muscle improve a little bit, but if I compress, become strong. It's so fast to see that this area is the area with more contraction. He tried to decrease the signal, but if I compress in this area, immediately the pectoralis becomes strong in the left side and, of course, in the right side. It means that the problem is not in the shoulders, it's not in the organs, comes from the jaw, comes from the area of the jaw. What is the area of the jaw? Probably it's going to be here a nociceptor, because compression helps. How can I know that this is a nociceptor? I'm going to ask him to touch here, and I'm going to find a strong indicator muscle. This is a strong indicator. This is the serratus anterior. Now I'm going to hit plus touching TL, and this one immediately should inhibit. Yes? Because we have a nociceptor there. Now I know the problem comes from this area. It's a receptor. We don't have a problem in the muscles. We don't have a problem in the nerves. It's just an answer of the brain to a bad information. The information comes from the receptors. And these receptors are dysfunctional and send a wrong information to the brain. How can I treat them? First, I need to know what kind of nociceptor is. In this case, I can ask the patient to touch again and hit, and see it inhibits. It doesn't inhibit, then I can try to do something else. For example, a pinprick, we can use a pinprick to test here, right there. And with a pinprick, I can make a stimulus. And the stimulus is going to inhibit the muscle if this is neospinothalamic. If this is not one or the other, then could be spinomesencephalic, spinotectal, spinotectal visual, or spinotectal auditory. Could be emotional, mesencephalic. Please look here. Look here. And test again. And now inhibits. Yes? This means that this is a nociceptor through the pathway of spinotectal. What is the pair? I need a pair. The compensator of the dysfunction. Look there. Looking there and touching, inhibit indicator muscle. If I test moving the A brown in the opposite side of the hair, improves. Means that if he look there and I make a stimulus to the hypothalamus in this way, and I do the DTR, deep tendon reflex is the tool that reset the dysfunction. Now this is going to be normal. I reset, in this case, this dysfunctional nociceptor. Now I can test the pectoralis, and the pectoralis is very, very strong. I can test the patient, the muscles, because this is the best way to find the dysfunctions. The brain needs a lot of information in different ways. How? Could be visual, auditory, position, vibration, crude touch, cold, hot. There are a lot of different conditions or different receptors that send information to the brain. But the brain responds only in 3 different ways. One, the thinking process. Second, increase or decrease the production of the glands. And third, inhibition or facilitation of the muscles. Because it's very hard to test the glands, every gland the production of hormones or production of enzymes or whatever, then the best way is to test muscles. Our test is different to the classical test. We test the nerves, the brain. We don't test how strong is the patient. We test if the brain locks the muscles. With this test, we can know exactly what happened with the brain or with the information in this specific movement, and it's so simple to test. You see a patient with 4 or 5 weak muscles, and all of them becomes strong, become normal, just treating the dysfunctional receptor associated with this problem. This is PDTR. It's so fast. It is very reliable, and you can have good results without using drugs or surgery. Thank you.